Those continue. The chart come from Jason Apartment, a real estate guru who I respect. Stay in the sideline. You're not going to experience any of the fixed profit centers associated with your income property.
Mm-hmm.
If you just buy and get in the game, look at cash flow. Find the right market. Of course, you do your research. You buy good cash flow market. Buy and wait instead of wait to buy, and you get all this. You get the above water,
Tip of the iceberg.
above the iceberg. You'll see the profit. You'll see the cash flow. You'll see the rent increases. You'll see long appreciation gains. And a lot of investors, especially newbies, they don't understand below the iceberg. Yeah,
Right.
hidden profit. What I mean by that, you don't see the hidden profit. Once you go ahead and go over these four terminology, go ahead, Julie, describe it.
And I think that's a great chart because I think when most people go into investing, they're really only looking at the top two. To use the iceberg analogy, they're looking at the tip of the iceberg. That's why we went in. We wanted cash flow. We weren't so much concerned about the appreciation because we knew we were doing it for long term, but we were really focused on the cash flow. But then once you get involved in it, you realize there are so many other advantages. And really, the majority of the advantages are in, to use this chart here, are below the tip of the iceberg. Like an iceberg. The biggest part of the iceberg is below the surface of the water. So you do have the tax benefits. And that's every year for the next 30 years or however long it takes you to pay off your mortgage. Being able to leverage it, taking a little bit of money and leveraging it over a large piece of property, like we had talked about in previous videos, taking $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 rather than buying a car that's going to depreciate once you take it off the lot. You can put that same money into property and take advantage of all the tax benefits, the principal buy down, reducing inflation. There's just so much more hidden, like he says, hidden profits below the surface. And I don't think that most people understand that. So that's an excellent chart. I love that.
Really something you and I have to continue to talk about this because we have to beat the push. We have to continue to hold this point of view because we have to tell it multiple times. We're going to have to do it because there's repeating because people need to understand. They need to.
Yeah, don't get stuck on the tip of the iceberg because I think, too, you'll miss an opportunity. Like if you don't see that immediate cash flow or if the cash flow is only, say, $200 a month but you'll miss a good opportunity if you're only looking at the first two.
Absolutely. Yeah. Your tenant will pay down your mortgage for you over time. The rent you collect, you can offset your mortgage you're paying. You could offset the taxes you're paying on a monthly basis. You can offset the property management fee and the maintenance and the upkeep and vacancy, all factors. So you can collect rent that are higher than all your debt obligations and still achieve positive cash flow over time. A lot of people ask, in this cycle with up and down over time, right? There's a period of a small correction, high appreciation. But if you invest for 10-year cycle,
Right.
spending money, the value can go up. Even a lot of people are scared, oh, what if the market crash? What if the housing value goes down? But we, as long-term investors, Julie, you and I, we don't care.
You don't care.
Because we are collecting rent.
Exactly.
As long as we are collecting rent, as long as we have the good rental market and the tenant can pay our rent, we just go with the flow. And
absolutely. And I think that's the point to really make note of. People are so worried, especially I think on the West Coast. I think there are parts of the country where property is just really expensive and it's always gone up. And you worry about, oh, what if I'm losing equity? If you're an investor and you're investing for the long term, who cares if you lose equity because you're still getting the rent? You're still getting the payments. That doesn't change. In fact, that will go up even if the property value goes down. The rents will continue to go up. So I think that just focusing on like that iceberg display, focusing on the main thing and not worrying about what the fluctuation of the market is, because you can take advantage of all markets if you know what you're doing.
exactly. Very well put.